Good morning from It's a windy day here, as usual. It's been windy for quite a few days now, but we're heading down south through Stora Bält, down to Ärö instead. It's a long stretch, about 80 nautical miles, and the wind is, well, it's going to be quite strong winds, but yeah, we're probably going to put in a reef or two and then head down there. We've been stuck here for a few days because of the wind. The wind, yeah, things won't change and we need to get down to Kiel. So first some breakfast, prep the boat a bit, but then we're ready to go as soon as possible and head out of the lock again. Yeah. Just sailing along, nothing eventful happening at all.
Rainbow!
No more rainbows.
I was just starting to make a pizza dough when we started to pick up some speed and heel, so I think the pizza will have to wait for another day or another time right now. Perhaps later we can make some dough for tomorrow night's pizza.
I mean, this is kind of nice. The view from up here, well, it's mostly just horizon. Some islands in the distance, some of the ships, but I mean, we're just flying away on top of the waves here. Winds are good, temperature is good for being a Swedish summer, this is fine. Yeah, just enjoying life. Yeah, so it's about 9 o'clock now. We're still sailing and the winds are slowly fading away, but we have several hours to go, but probably we'll stop before we get to our destination to find another destination. I mean, it's been a real good sailing day. Really enjoyable for everyone. I even hurt my fingers, burnt it on a rope. Adrian was seasick. But then again, we had good times. Basically, that's what it's all about, really. I mean, we spent the day together doing nothing but being together, sitting next to each other. Yeah, it's a bit different life. It is. But I'm grateful that we get to do this, and we'll see where we end up this evening. And the sun is setting on this first evening sail, at least. All kids are up here. The wife is downstairs working in the kitchen. So this is tomorrow's food, I guess.
It looks delicious right now.
Yeah. So as we're going to be at anchor or buoy the coming days, we can use the barbecue, and when we can use the barbecue, that means we can grill
Pizza!
Yes. So evening pizzas in the making on board Eden, while Amanda is trying to listen to music as her brother, and the other brother is eating noodles. Do you like the noodles?
Yeah!
That's the evening report from Eden. And so we made it into a mooring buoy. And over here we have Nyborg, which we most likely won't visit. It's been a really long day. I mean, we've been sailing for many hours. Yeah, time to go to bed. See you tomorrow. Good morning from a mooring buoy in Denmark. We're just outside Nyborg. It's been a good night. It's so calm when sleeping on an anchor or buoys because you don't get the noise from anyone else. Yeah, we just woke up to a not very windy day. We'll see what we do about this. But it was a good choice going here. We're almost at Ärö. Let's go make some breakfast instead. First, a cup of coffee, wake up the kids, and see what we're gonna do about this day. Let's leave this place. We're in Nyborg and heading down south. So let's just cast the lines and get out of here. And since we're at the mooring buoy, I can do it all myself. There's our heading. Let's go. And we're done. Good job, Lucas. We now found a buoy from the Danish two-tailer again, so we can stay here in this lovely little bay. Of course, it rains a lot, especially up here in the Nordics. So we're quite lucky to have this tent. So we put it up as soon as the rain starts to drizzle, and that means we're still dry and can have a second living room out in the cockpit even though it's raining. Hopefully the rain will cease because we want to make pizzas tonight on the barbecue. We'll see. So it's soon about time to make pizza, but one thing that happens while we're making pizza...
It's Monopoly!
And this is also quite interesting because this would not happen at home. The amount of times the kid play Monopoly at home can be counted on one hand, but at the boat, games keep popping up.
Yeah, but I think
why is it so?
I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. You're bored.
Week, and I think we've overplayed it 3 times.
Yeah, you don't have enough.
Engelsk text för den som inte fattar svenska.
Och vad vill du säga då?
Att detta gör man när man inte har något att göra.
Och varför har du inget att göra?
För att vi ligger stilla. Jag kan inte direkt springa ut till en kompis eller gå och gunga, utan vi är stilla på en trång plats.
Och då tvingas du umgås med dina bröder?
Ja. Ja.
And yes, Luca, I'm sorry.
10!
I'm so very sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
But that's the way it is. The rain almost stopped, not really, but good enough to make some pizza. This is my pizza spot, well, my barbecue spot. Sitting in the cockpit, and yeah, it's on fire now. Good morning. So we were just about to cast the lines to go somewhere else here in Denmark. Before we cast the lines, we always do a bit of a check, make sure everything's all right. And I don't really like how the steerings feel. Like, it goes way easier that way than this way, and it has a scraping noise, so there's something wrong with it. So before doing anything else, we're gonna go downstairs into our cabin and actually check out what's going on with the steering. I unhooked the autopilot. Luckily the same feeling persists, so it's not the autopilot, it's something else. Something to do with the wires or the chain. It's funny that it goes one way. I know where the scraping comes from. Time to open up the boat even more. We found it. So the problem is here. But the wires, the steering wires, have gone off the wheels here. So we detached the whole steering system earlier during winter, and once I reattached it, seems like I forgot this part here. Well, I missed this part. But the thing with boating project is that once we do that, we have an opportunity to fix another project. It's going to be quite an interesting project. I made an electronics project, 3D printed with all the buttons I might need. And so we're going to install that suddenly, or at least half of that project, because we're in the same spot and it's quite cumbersome to actually get in there. Alright, so we have successfully fixed the steering. Will you please demonstrate the new steering for us? Yeah, it works. That's great. So now the whole steering problem is solved, and at the same time we ran new cables for both the Starlink. So now we have Starlink cables going all the way to the sort of computer center, and also the new nav pod or instrument pod, where I will be able to control the whole boat with just a few buttons, like this instead. So this is the idea, to have instead of having instruments at the helm, this is what I need: the anchor, the bow thruster, the autopilot, and the horn. So, as always with boating project, you start with just the steering doesn't feel quite all right. So I just wanted to check that out. Turns out I tear the whole boat apart and run new wires and everything. And now it's a few hours later, and I'm very thankful that I have a wife and a son that actually helps out. And the other kids are being great, playing Monopoly again. Well, this was unplanned. What are we doing here, really? We even ran out of battery, so we couldn't film the whole sequence out at sea. But we were like really bashing through the waves. But then suddenly something happened. I'm a bit concerned that we might have something stuck on the propeller, or something else that's causing abnormal vibrations. So we went into port, this little marina, just to check that out, and we will stay here during the night. It's quite windy and so on out there. But that's the whole reason why we suddenly just changed our course and are now here in Ballen. Yes, that's the name of the place. Really funny if you're Swedish. But that's where we are, Ballen. Ballens Haven. And we're borrowing, yeah, as I said, we were in their service spot. So now let's take a dive down. I'm not gonna do it myself because I have a GoPro. So the GoPro is gonna dive down. Okay, so while checking out the footage from the GoPro, I can't see any problem. Like the shaft and the anodes and the prop, everything seems fine. There's nothing tangled there, so it's not that. And next step is pretty much to just fire up the engine, take a look at the shaft and everything while it's running as well. But can't find any problems so far. I mean, the worst part, if you have a sense that something is wrong and you can't find it, is that you sort of doubt that. Is there something? You will keep thinking that there's something going on for quite some time, and this might be just that case. What is this? Good morning.
Good morning. It's time to hit the road again.
Yeah, we're not gonna go on the road. We're gonna go on the water. We're going somewhere down south, 15 miles down south to Ere. That's a place we've been struggling to get to for the past years. Because of wind, we haven't really managed to get there, but now we will, and we will explore Ere, which will be the last point of this Danish adventure before we set sail for Germany. So yeah, let's get down to Ere, to Marstal, Marstal on Ere. For helvete. So yeah, now we're doing 6 knots with a Genoa heading down south to the Sydfinska Öhavet. I have no idea how to translate that. It's supposed to be a very pretty place to be sailing, sort of the sailing mecca of Denmark. Well, we haven't really experienced this because we can't really be at anchor. It's been really windy and not that good weather. But it's supposed to be really nice around here. And this town we're heading to, Marstal, is a really old town with a lot of boating history. And there we have it. We've successfully moored here at Marstal, at Ere. And Adrian is off, as always, finding a playground. And for the rest of us, it's just lock up the boat and explore. We want to get out there and see what this town looks like. So yeah, let's see. So we're now in Marstal, something, in Denmark, on Ere, and it is quite a pretty town, so I thought we'd show you around what it looks like here. It seems to be fun, yeah.
It's a lot of Germans.
Yeah, and it's quite near Kiel, but on the boats here I can see that German. So they like being here, and I can understand why. It's a really nice marina with a big playground here, and all the facilities are great. So I get it why they are here. It's also very close to Germany because we'll go there tomorrow. This is Marstal. Enjoy. It is a really pretty town, Marstal. It's filled with these old houses. I mean, just look at these streets. They're so picturesque. It's it's beautiful walking around here. A nice place to be. It's a nice stop along the way to other adventures. And as soon as we leave town, it's just next door to the marina. The whole place changes from this small, idyllic town into a more old-style shipyard. So I hope you enjoy Marstal. That's all we're gonna give for you today. Now we're gonna end this one, because tomorrow we'll be heading for Kiel, Germany, Kiel Canal and all that stuff. But that's for another time. So, thanks for watching. We'll see you around as the adventure continues.